After several weeks in New Zealand, we're starting to get a hang of the local wines, especially the white wines. We realized that we like the Sauvignon Blanc and mostly from the Marlborough region. Like for example, Via Maria, this one we like a lot. Red is more difficult. We tend to like the Shiraz. Shiraz is also the most famous grape in this part of the world. But we lean more towards Australian Shiraz actually. We haven't found a good New Zealand Shiraz yet. But anyway, we are going to a wine region called Hawke's Bay that we don't know anything about. So you may wonder, why are we going there? Well, because they have a naturist resort.
We are Nick and Linz. For the last 5 years, we have been traveling to some of the most amazing naturist places on the planet. And now we embarked on an epic journey to experience naturism in every continent of the world. Subscribe and travel along with us. Right now, we are in New Zealand.
This video has been made possible thanks to the support of the New Zealand Naturist Federation. We are in Hawke's Bay Naturist Club in the center of the Hawke's Bay wine region, and we figured that this is probably a great place to start our search for New Zealand wines. And some of the people here gave us a gift basket, and you have to look at this. What did we get?
Well, we got peach and mango chutney, camembert, crackers, and beer. I don't know why. It's not wine, but yeah, it's beer.
I wonder what this says about the Hawke's Bay wine region. I was going to say the Hawke's Bay beer region. Like if this says anything, but we'll have to figure out. We are over here, and all of this is the Hawke's Bay wine region. According to this map, there are about 200 vineyards in the area, so we should find something here. Although, according to this map as well, there's mostly Syrah, Chardonnay and Merlot. We're not a big fan of Merlot over here in this part of the world. Syrah is, as I said earlier, it's a tricky one, and Chardonnay, we like Chardonnay though. About 3 years ago, we made our first video about naturism and wine, and that turned out to be one of our most successful videos ever. So we were thinking if we could apply the same things that we had in France, if we could apply this here, because back then we were in the Bordeaux region, one of the most famous wine regions in the world. We were staying at a wine chateau, a campsite that was turned into a wine chateau. So all the elements were there. And we were wondering, can we do the same thing in New Zealand? Can we have the same conclusions? So we looked at that video again, and to our big surprise, there were no conclusions at all. All we did throughout the video was just go to wineries, drink wine and spend time at the naturist resort. So we figured we can absolutely do the same here in New Zealand. But I wonder if we can do better than this. I wonder if we can find a wine that fits more with naturism, that's like a natural link with naturism. One that, maybe improves our naturist experience. But then again, how are we gonna do that? Because somebody will have to drive us. This is Ian. He volunteered to be our driver for today. You did volunteer, like nobody forced you, right?
No, I did volunteer, yeah.
Okay, great that we have this on camera. Now that we had a guide / designated driver, not much could go wrong. And to make sure that we would also get some local insights, we then picked up Ian's wife, Roni.
Hello! Good morning! Hi!
After just a couple of minutes, we already arrived at our first stop.
Wow, looks beautiful. We arrived at our first stop and it looks absolutely beautiful.
Sometimes people wonder what we do all day. Well, it's 10:30 and we're going wine tasting.
It is a great start. I mean, the view is just spectacular. Now, if the wine is also spectacular.
Lesson number 1 of today: if a sign at a winery in New Zealand says cellar door, it means that you can go wine tasting. This fancy place. Lesson number 2 is that while wineries in France are often in castles and look very traditional, this one was very fancy and modern. The lady at the reception desk gave us an explanation about what's on offer, but there was a slight problem. We got the explanation. I didn't grasp most of the New Zealand English. So maybe we'll have to guess, or just pick something. Luckily Roni did understand, so we ordered a tasting of 6 wines each, and a lemonade for Ian.
Welcome out to Craggy Range. My name's Peter. If you have any questions or anything, please ask. Feel free. It's a lot easier to ask me now than when you're back in Belgium, so feel free. So here at Craggy Range, we have vineyards here in the Hawke's Bay, and we have vineyards down in Martinborough. Here in the Hawke's Bay, more akin to the Bordeaux region of France or the Rhine valleys.
We knew that we were onto something when Peter started comparing the local wine regions to those in France. Because other than having thousands of wineries, France is also the country with the most naturist resorts in the world. But the proof of the wine is always in the tasting. This is a really good wine.
A lot of Pinot Gris that I have are too sweet, so I sort of tend to stay away from the Pinot Gris.
Yes,
But
yes,
this
same
is
for
actually-
us.
This is actually
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah?
Looks like we may have to add another grape to the list of grapes you would like. I thought we had a winner here, but the vote was not unanimous.
I am not a super big fan of it. It's not sweet, but I don't know. It doesn't have a lot of flavor, I think.
No?
No?
So this is not
Is it me?
This is not the ultimate naturist wine.
For me, no.
Is there actually such a thing as the ultimate naturist wine? And do we really want to find it, or do we prefer the chase better than the catch? We decided to include our new friends into our quest. We are looking for the ultimate wine to drink in a naturist resort.
Okay.
That's what we hope to find today.
That's
Yeah.
the quest of today. Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Nice, but I don't think I can drink a whole bottle. That to me is a good wine. If I know I can sit there and drink a whole bottle of wine, to me that's my good wine.
I think we brought the right person on this tour.
Yes.
It looks like we had our first benchmark. If we can't drink a whole bottle of it, it doesn't qualify. We were so lucky that we have a driver. Eventually, we would categorize the wines in the following categories.
It smells good. I'm not gonna say top 10, but I like it.
It's really, really yummy.
And I agree with you.
Yeah.
But then came the Rosé. This is our first New Zealand Rosé.
Yes, it
I
is.
think we didn't have Rosé in Australia either. So it's our first Australia Rosé.
Wow.
Ooh, drum rolls.
Drum roll. I will do the honors.
Do they have rosé in Australia?
No?
No,
Oh,
I drink that.
no.
not at all. No, it's not my style of rosé.
Why? Is it too sweet?
Yeah, it's not. Doesn't have a rosé taste. This is not the ultimate naturist wine.
Oh no. I am gonna drink it. I am not driving, I am drinking it.
She's picky, but not that picky. As always, some wines were better than others, and some even made us philosophical.
This is a wine where I need to like sit and think.
But in the end, there's only one question that mattered.
Oh yeah, I do.
Just kidding, it's this one. We are staying in a naturist resort here in Hawke's Bay.
Sure.
It's a very social place, it's a very natural place. It's up a slope with views over the hills with cows on,
Sure.
evening sun, which would be the perfect wine for this setting. Wow, what a cliffhanger is this? Do you think that Peter will give us the perfect naturist wine?
Well, that's something that you will find out in a minute, because first I would like to tell you about the New Zealand Naturist Federation, who is kindly sponsoring this video. The New Zealand Naturist Federation consists of more than 20 naturist clubs spread around the country, each with their own specific facilities and scenery, but all proudly representing the naturist values and creating a safe haven for residents, regulars and visitors from around the world. The strong network of naturist clubs doesn't only promote personal freedom, but is dedicated to protecting nature spaces and creating welcoming communities of naturists for generations to come.
You can join in celebrating community and embracing nature and in safeguarding the essence of naturism in New Zealand by becoming a member of any of the affiliated clubs, because only together it will be possible to keep New Zealand the naturist paradise that it is today.
Now back to the video.
Which would be the perfect wine for this setting?
Ooh, are you doing any food with that or just the wine itself? Maybe a bit of
food,
cheese or nibble or things like that. For me, I always love rosé if it's a warm night. Like when I go home tonight, it'll be a glass of rosé.
But I did not like the rosé, and it would definitely not meet the one bottle benchmark. So sad as it may be, we had to continue our journey. Would we ever find the perfect naturist wine? Would we find it in New Zealand or even in Hawke's Bay, an area so small but yet so stretched with more than 200 vineyards? Maybe we could just stumble upon it over lunch.
Cheers. 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 Cheers.
Yeah, not bad.
This is it? This is the naturist wine?
No.
We don't have to do another wine
I was
tasting?
just gonna say we do need more tastings. We do need more tastings.
Luckily, we are not quitters.
Thirsty. I'm in for another taste. This winery looks completely different and it is absolutely not that busy here. So maybe we can find the secret to naturism and wine here. Who knows? There's only one way to find out.
The wines and the wine tastings here are significantly cheaper than the other one.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna know if price makes a difference or not.
Will price make a difference? No.
Wine tasting $10 per person.
Let's hope it doesn't, because we're on a budget. Before we knew it, we were treated to one of the top shelf items to start with.
Everyone sort of thinks New Zealand was going to be a one-trick pony. In other words, we just do Sauvignon Blanc. When people get here, they realise we're not just Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah. and it's quite a big shock to them, though. They go, oh. So this has been made like a true champagne. We can't call it champagne here in New Zealand.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
It's better traditional.
Yeah.
But you'll know that they get the cave situation in France. This has been sitting in that situation for 3 years, laying down before we disgorged and put the bubbles into it.
Okay.
So limey, citrusy, brioche, bready, yeasty, mealy, whatever you know it as. We're trying to get into that nice, soft, easy drinking sort of style.
Nice.
All right, let's try it.
I already tried and don't like it.
Great, try it again for the video.
No, still don't like it.
I agree.
No,
You don't like it?
no,
Okay.
You try, you try.
I like it.
He does.
Problem is that the guy said that it's like champagne, so he raises expectations and
Champagne.
yeah, you screw it up, Put the expectation too high and screw it up. It's like it's not champagne. But shh,
You're welcome.
he's coming back.
Not bad though, eh guys?
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
And kind as we are, we felt like we needed to give another compliment.
It's a beautiful label.
To avoid further misunderstandings, we immediately threw in the big question. We're trying to find the best wine for naturists. Like at the Hawke's Bay Club, it's
I think bubbles would be one, wouldn't it? No?
No, because you want to be able to sit in the sun. Just can sit back and relax too. And
I reckon
yeah.
the
So
next
what
one
would
I
be?
might bring out might be that wine.
Okay.
I often deem it as the holy grail.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
I will let you know more.
We've got some standards, haven't we, to meet?
This is a vlog.
Look, he did it again. Expectations. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this one.
Yeah. Best out of 3 so far for me.
Did we find the Naturist wine?
I don't know.
Don't think so.
Not yet.
No.
No, I'm not saying yes 100%.
But
Not yet.
this is getting closer to
It
it.
is, yes,
It's getting
I
closer
agree.
to it.
I agree.
It's just because you want to keep tasting.
Why not?
Maybe.
If you are watching this video, sorry, like, spoiler alert, we're probably never gonna find it. But we will keep trying.
Spoiler alert, we will probably be a little bit drunk at the end of this video.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Do you still enjoy being your driver?
I'm thinking, you know, laying back reading your book in the club. I think this could be that. This could be that sort of that one wine that you can, yeah.
I'm not really telling you much about the wine.
Maybe the answer is not in the style of, not in the grape or in the brand, but in the quantity. Maybe we just need a lot of wine.
Maybe we just need a lot of wine, and there goes our paper. Yeah.
If I was sitting outside reading a book,
Relaxing.
relaxing,
Just wanted that.
listening to music, that sort of thing, I think a rosé.
Yeah.
Can we drink a whole bottle of this?
By the end of the tasting, we could sense that things were going in the wrong direction when our new friend started making mistakes.
Obviously, you guys are quite into wine. Yeah.
She knows
Just
what she
like
likes,
drinking
so-
wine a
Oh,
lot.
you just like drinking wine. But it
And
comes
so did I. It's a bit too sweet.
sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
That is bone dry.
And Lynn's got a bit too confident.
I am pretty good with reds. I can drink red wine.
So it was time for us to call it a day. I had hoped to test whether the wines we bought will actually be the perfect Naturist wines, but the weather decided otherwise. So that's something we will have to try another time. But honestly, I hope that maybe it's not gonna be the best wine, because I think that this is something like the chase is better than the catch, and that we will have to try a lot more. Maybe on our next destination, because we are continuing our journey through New Zealand, but that's gonna be for our next video. So if you don't wanna miss that,
You know what that means. Subscribe to our channel, and if you like this tipsy video, thumbs up, and we just see you next week.
Bye. So we looked at that video again, and we looked at it this time. I would say that maybe it's, but then again, we can't just spend the rest of our life tasting wine. Or can we? Maybe we can.